Okay, Hare Krishna. So I'm going to cover chapter 3 today, from verse number 1 to verse number 11. Is about the title of today chapter is Krishna is the source of all incarnation, where we see question number 3 and question number 4. Sutta Goswami start answering this both of questions. So now we're going to see. Before we start to view, so let me do our prayers, a Mangala Charan to glorification of Srimad-bhagavatam. So any one of you want to read? No, want to start?
Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshur-unmilitam yena Tasmai Shri-gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swavadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Shakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
I can start with the prayers of Narayana Namaskritam.
Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye. Translation also, Prabhu?
No, you can read the second verse now. You can go down.
Nasta Prayasu Abradeshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So maybe this translation will be good.
By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So these are the 6 questions, if you all remember. And we're going to answer the question number 4. And this is the theme today. Describe the future detail of the 3 Purusha avatar and 5 incarnations. So this is the first number 1. When Sutta Goswami start answering for the question number 4, for more detail on it. Sutta vacha jagre paurasham rupam bhagavan mahat adibihi tabbodam sodasakalam adoloka sirsayaha. Sutta side, in the beginning of the creation, the Lord first expand himself in the universal form of the Purusha incarnation and manifest all the ingredient for the material creation. And those at first, there was creation of 16 principle of material action. This was for the purpose of creating the material universe. So we're going to see something that not more detail, just glimpsed on the Purusha avatar, from the how the Purusha avatar came, where from Krishna, Swayambhavan Balaram came, from Balaram Shankarshan, then from Shankarshan Narayana, then from Im Mahashankarshan, from Mahashankarshan where Mahavishnu. So this Vishnus I'm referring to Karnataka Vishnu, then Karbodaka Vishnu, and Kishorodaka Vishnu. This some simple way that I'm doing to make you all to understand. And this is the Prabhupada nectar from this, where there are three Purusha feature: Purusha Rupam, creation, purpose of creation, Nityabada soul, and strong inspirations, correction, the correct institution. So Mahatattva content of 16 element, where 5 gross, 5 knowledge, anchoring sense, 5 working sense, and 1 mind. So did you know what's mean of 5 gross?
5 elements, Prabhu.
What the 5 elements? Yeah, what the 5 elements?
Air, water, earth, fire, and the space.
Okay, thank you so much. How about these 5 inquiry senses and working senses? Karma Indra, Jnana Indriya. What does? Any guest?
Referring to all the eyes, nose, mouth,
Okay, thank you.
ear, and these things. Yeah, these are the 5, and the
Okay,
feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the working sense where. So this how we got a 5. This is a Mahatattva. It's called the 16th principle is called Mahatattva. When we reach to canto 2, then we will discuss about 24 Mahatattva plus with 1, where we will go so about the timing factor. So now this is just an overview on it, where there've been more detail on second canto. And this is the process of creations. So you can see Krishna's here, the Mahavishnu's lying from his skin hole, where the golden egg or the golden seed come out. Within the golden seed, we can see that Pradhana means the creation, the raw material is there. Then Mahavishnu glands over Pradhana, and Sambhu impregnate Pradhana with Jiva. So the main Nityabadas is also sent together within this egg. Now the means where Nityabadas and Karbodaka Vishnu is there, and with when the Nityabadas they always who's following the Nityabadas, who following the the Jiva?
Paramatma, Prabhu?
Yes, Paramatma. So we call him as a Kishorodaka Vishnu. So the Lord enter as each time factor into each universal. So that means he enter in each universal. And second, creation by Brahma. So this is the second verse. No? So this is the first verse where it's a detail about how Mahavishnu appearance. No? So it's a detail about him. And now we're going to about the Garbhadaka Vishnu, what is function, what he going to do. This is the first Purusha, is Karnataka Vishnu. And this is the second part, or the second Vishnu, where it's called Garbhadaka Vishnu, from where the skin all came, another Vishnu is called Garbhadaka Vishnu. So any one of you want to read the sloka and translation, please?
Yeah, Prabhu, I'll read that.
Yeah, please.
Yasyam vashi sayanasya yoga nirdam vitanvata nabi dam bujat asit brahma vishwa srajam pate. A part of the Purusha lies down within the water of the universe. From the navel lake of his body sprout a lotus stem, and from the lotus flower atop this stem, Brahma, the master of all engineers in the universe, become manifest. Hare Krishna.
So that means a part of the Purusha lies, that means the secondary Vishnu, no? So the universal. From the navel lake, what does mean? So this is the navel, we can see here. From the navel lake means the Brahma take place, no? So Garbhadaka Vishnu, birth of Brahma. Who's the cause of Brahma birth?
Vishnu.
Which Vishnu?
Vishnu.
Yes, Garbhadaka Vishnu, yes, you're right. So then you expand as a Kishorodaka Vishnu, where we call as Paramatma. Prakriti has no power to create. Prakriti means Jiva, or the substance of Mahatattva, you don't have a power to create. Who create this? The Lord created. And he empower Brahma to the creation. So the Brahma is engineering. So the creator is the Lord, even though we might be addressed Brahma as a creator, but Brahma is just executing his duty as a creation. So the Sabdan is given by the Lord to create. So the idea or how to do the creations, how to do the jivas, it will be inspired by the Lord to do so. So this how we sing. One who know this plenary feature of the personality of Godhead, knows Godhead properly, those they never become free from material condition of birth, death, old age, and disease. Sambandha jnana. This is how now we're going to say about the Sambandha jnana. So why? Because why we understand that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So we understand whose creations. Normally, as a basic foundation understanding, we know about the heaven and about the hell. The beyond of that, we don't know how this hell been created, how the heaven been created, who's the beyond of the who's the source of this creation, we don't understand. When we understand this, who's the source when we understand the Purusha avatar, then we get a clear picture on the creation. So this how where we don't take birth, because we understood who's the source, and we will take shelter on him. And this is the more detail on the planetary system, where Yashava Samantyana Kalpito Loga Vistaraha Tat Eve Bhagavata Rupam Vishuddha Sattva. It's believed that all universal planetary system are planetary system are situated on the extensive body of the Purusha, but he has nothing to do with the created material ingredient. It is the body's internal spiritual existence par excellence. So that means even the Lord creating this, and the Lord are never influenced by these. The Lord is never influenced by these creations. So the Lord exists before the creation. So God body cannot be material, because he is the one who creating the material. So therefore he is not material. Therefore he agunaha. So Lord as multifarious incarnation are always of the same transcendental quality. For even the Lord came in different incarnation as Aigriva or Kurma or Narishima, whatever so on, still he came it is a spiritual potency. So Sachitananda Vigraha, where unless the Jiva where is bound with a material body. So this is where we can understand this verse. And the Lord extend his potency in a form of Mahatattva, which include all material ingredient. The existence of power by the Lord and the Lord himself personally are one in one sense, but at the same time, the Mahatattva is different from the Lord. Therefore, the potency of the Lord and the Lord simultaneously different and non-different. So different and non-different. That means this is where we can see that even the Lord is not affected, but still he was there in a material. So it's very difficult for us to digest this. So because this is called as Achinda Beda Beda Tattva, where the Lord is also outside and the Lord also inside, where it's difficult for us to understand and digest with this tiny brain. So therefore we need to just hearing when the time comes, the full connection will be there. So therefore the importance of hearing is I will be established next. How about the important about listening? So next is the verse number 4. So how we want to see this? This how is very important. Pashyanti adurupam abhatra satchushaha sahasra paduruhu bhujanantana adbhudam. So adbhudam, no? So sahasra mudra sravanakshi nasikaham sahasra mauli ambra kundala sat. So the devotee with perfect eyes see the transcendental form of the Purusha, who has thousands of legs, eyes, arm, and face, all extraordinary. In that body, there are thousands of head, ears, eyes, and nose. They are decorated 1,000 of element and glowing earring and adorned with garlands. So where we can see the Lord only reveal himself to his pure devotee. Even by reading or by understand Vedas is not sufficient. So the Lord say that you will go, you just have it with the determination, you just do service, the Lord will reveal himself. So therefore Prabhupada always say that don't try to see the Lord, make the Lord see you. So this is the key point we can see. Hearing through disciple succession is very important. own eyes with through experience of others. So we need to see with through the experience of others. This is Tatvidhi Pratipadena, Pariprashna Seva. We see from the bona fide or from the spiritual master or the Shikshas Guru, whoever the bona fide representative of the Lord, where they have experienced this. So now we seeing this through the eyes of Sutta Goswami. And Prabhupada further explaining. So now when the Saunaka Rishi sing in an eye of South Sutta, and now by the Parampara system, now we sing through Srila Prabhupada, through his Srimad-bhagavatam. So patience and preference. Preference means determinations. So sometimes we need to be patient. Sometimes we shouldn't give up. And sometimes when we're taking something, we might be give up. So the give up shouldn't be there. We should patient and we just need to do. So when the time comes, the Lord will reveal Himself. So we're going to see many pastime of the devotee where they're seeing the Lord first. When they sing the Lord first, then they're demanding the Lord to come, like Narada. And he was a 5-year-old boy, he see the Lord, and he demanding to see the Lord by mechanical process. And the Lord said through the Akashawani, he said that, oh my dear boy, because of my sweet will. So you have to understand that this is also under the will of the Lord. So he said that under my sweet will, that I was appear so that you can have eagerness or the Vibra Lamba Bhav, so that intense desire will be there for you to see me. So this is the reason where you see the Lord. So it's under the Lord. Then the Lord, then Narada was the 5-year boy, and he start thinking and meditate, and he left the body and he take the form, the spiritual body of Narada Muni. So this in the material world also we did not always see things with our own eyes. Can we see the bacteria?
Bacteria is difficult to see.
Difficult to say. Can you see the brain?
No. Brain
No.
Brain can. Bacteria cannot.
How to see?
Once you open up your brain,
yeah, you need a process. So like that, we sometimes see through the experience of those who actually seen or done things, right? So they were saying this is Anu. We never see COVID now. They see the COVID is like this, so they're doing the pictures now. We sing to them through the experience, guys. So like that, if that is the process of experience, a mundane object, it also more perfect applicable in a matter of transcendental. So therefore, sometimes we see that people say, "Oh, this is just imagination." We can't blindly accept that because you never see that. So this not means that it not exists. Am I right? So the blind man never see the elephant. Can we just accept the blind man say that no elephant exists in this material world? Can we accept that? What do you all think about it?
You're saying the blind man never see the elephant?
And he said to us that no elephant never exists.
Yeah, you can't believe.
But he's blind.
It's not lying because he never see the elephant now. Can he say?
Yeah, but he's blind, so we cannot trust him. Yeah, he's blind.
Yeah, true. So similarly like that, we need a spiritual visions. So they have seen the truth. The Guru have seen the truth. And it came through the Parampara system. They have seen all these things. So we just accept them. And because they see truths, so then by their experience, we can really enjoy and releasing the nectar. So they are sometimes prophets giving an analogy, a nice analogy. So they are thief, right? So, normally the people don't want to steal. They hear that if you steal, you get caught. And still the person steal it. What happened then? He got prisoned and he don't change. So like that, this is where the analogy means that when people by hearing process, so you steal, you got punishment, so you don't want to steal. Then again, when he steal, he got punishment through the experience or through hearing the second, this is the second class where he experienced himself, then he stopped, he don't want to do. Even he repent in the second, the third, even he been punished, but he still don't want to repent. It's the stubborn guy. So normally outside, we can see the people are very stubborn. What do you all think about it?
Yeah, there are a lot of people.
Yeah, there are people there.
Yeah, so can you, if you like to share your experience, how you answer those people? Because you're all devotee, right? How you answer those people? Can you share your experience? Maybe because this is some sharing process now. So maybe I can use your sharing in other section. Just giving an analogy. So it's like you gain and I gain. So maybe you can share your experience, how you answer a person that you meet the person or artistic person, how you answer them, or how do you reply them?
Prabhu, your question was if the person is very stubborn until they do not want to repent.
No, I mean, you meet a person. It's not about repent. You meet a person, Gnostic, and he say that there no Lord exists. They keep arguing. How you counter them? How have you tackle them up?
Oh, I won't. I'll just say, okay, be happy. Prabhu, because if you said anything, then they will counter you back and you feel offended. So I don't know. For me, I don't want to offend anyone and get offended, so I just walk off. I won't argue with them. Yeah. If okay, for me is that if the person really wants to understand something, they will find a way to get the knowledge. We already have the, like what you have said in the previous slides. We already have the knowledge seeking senses, right? So if we really want to gain a knowledge, we would actually use those senses to gain any knowledge. Like, okay, even for me as an example, I was not brought up in this cultural, religious family. However, I wanted to learn it, so I took a step to learn about it. It would have to, you need to take the step. If someone is going to come and say, oh, there's no God, why are you praying to this person? Then I would just say, okay, you be happy however you want to be. Yeah. I do not want to go and waste my time on these people, I would say personally.
Okay. Mataji, they are actually with Sarayu Mataji.
Yes.
I just want to say to you to clear about there are 5 active sense and 5 knowledge inquiry sense. The active sense are the power of talking, the hands, the leg, the equating outlet, and generating organ. So this the working sense, and other part where we can see eyes, the skins. So this is the working sense. So to make you clear about the working sense, the 10 working senses. So Jnanindra and Karmendra. It's not acquiring knowledge. It assists you to acquiring knowledge. So therefore, it's called Jnanindra.
Oh, okay. So 5 gross, 5 knowledge is not knowledge acquiring senses, is it, Prabhu?
No, they are senses power. Like acquiring knowledge senses like eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, the sense of touch. This is the acquiring knowledge sense.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank
And
you.
the five working senses are the sense, the hand, the leg, equating outlet, and generating organ.
All right.
This is the 5 of working sense. The active sense, the power of talking. So this is the working sense, and this is Jnana Indriya. Is it clear? Or
yes, Prabhu, it's clear to me. Maybe someone else wants to give it a shot.
Maybe I will copy and I will send in a group. in a short while,
Okay.
so that you all can get clear picture on working sense now.
Mm.
So because sometime these 5 inquiring, that the previous slide, this is a Mahapradhan. It's not about inquiring knowledge. So this is 5 gross means earth, water, fire, air, and ether. This is a 5. And other 5 knowledge inquiring means the power of talking, the ants, the lake, evocating outlet, and the generating organ. And knowledge, this is the working sense actually. And the knowledge inquiry sense, eyes, ears, the nose, the tongue, the sense of touch. This is the inquiring sense, knowledge inquiring senses. Working sense are power of talking, the ant, the leg, the exciting outlet, and then generating organ, and power of talking. This is the working sense. And knowledge are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the sense of touch. Plus with mind. This is the 5 senses. With 5, another 5, the total 10 senses.
Prabhu, thank you.
Okay. So that means 5 gross, 5 senses, plus with mind. This is 16. So to create a human being or create any product in this material world, they need these 5 gross, where the Brahma will put less of earth, less of water, or he will be increase the air, or he increase the fire there, and this knowledge, this stand he'll put, and the mind, and he create maybe monk, that may be tree, or maybe that is monkey, or there may be germs. So you will create in this 16 element are the principal element for creations. Is it clear, Mataji?
Yep, it's clear, Prabhu.
Okay, now because I don't want you all because I scared you're stuck here, so that's why I come back.
Oh no, it's quite clear when you explained it the first time also, Prabhu.
Oh, okay, then okay. So now we are in this. Okay, any one of you want to share?
You mean the atheist bag, is it? The atheist, you're talking about the atheist bag? How
How you overtake that?
Okay, if I means well, we know he first of all, he don't believe in God, right? So if he don't believe in God, definitely we knows that his knowledge about a God is a nil, is a zero. So therefore, I mean, if you're going to provoke him, that if you're going to tell him that you're going to end up with arguments, I think it is not a good idea to end up with arguments. Since we know that his knowledge is very less, I think better to go. Yes, I agree that yes, there is no God. I will just go along with him. That's it. I'll say what you said is correct. So rather than just go and fight with him, unless when one day when his initiative, there will be when the days comes when he with his own initiative you come to the purifications level, then you will come to a sense that one day.
Thank you so much. So this how should we? So whenever somebody says that the Lord doesn't exist, we shouldn't argue or we shouldn't agree. We just silent it and just remain as it is, because when we agree with them, they will come and fight because we can agitate again. So normally we just now we just silent And so this how, so normally you just ignore it. Sometimes we end up with fighting, like what allegation Prabhu say that no, is we'll agitate them. End of the day, when we agitate them, what will happen?
Prabhu,
Fighting.
Prabhu, don't talk about it. At least even the religious people, other religious people also, you will find a very difficult problem also. So better, the best thing is better just keep quiet and
Yeah, agreed, Prabhu. You are right. Your experience maybe. So thank you so much. So this just remain and try to guide them, because they don't understand what's going on. So this is the so patience. So we just be humble, but when they come and attack you, you need to give back. If they come, and you need to give them nicely, and you say that normally when they come to me, I will say that you're a monkey. Then they say, well, how come you say I'm a monkey? I say that if you don't believe in existence of the Lord, that means you need to accept the existence of the signs. Will you do that? It say yes. Then if you do, if you accept the science, then Darwin theory say that human came from the monkey. Then you need to accept that you are monkey. This is how I stop them up.
this is I think very
What do you all think?
this is a very powerful throw.
Fair.
Yeah.
You make him. I think it is a good to make him to understand the things actually. So when the times that he want to understand, then he will search back exactly what you were saying is correct.
Yeah. So then I say that you cannot say that there are no person for the creation. There are some person behind of this creation. So this how, then we can't say that when you go to the room, they got arts and the arts coming by itself. When you like Bindya Mataji, when they go to the house and they say the food is himself in a table. How you feel, Bindya Mataji and Srayu Mataji? Look, you're very happy when you say this. Yes, Mataji.
Nothing to say.
So this is what they're trying to say. Is it making sense? No. You say that you're going, then your mother, father's there, and you jump like that. There's no sauce. So how I can't. But look at them now. They keep arguing, and normally this how I blast them up. They got some limit, and I say yes, you're monkey because you accept the science, and science says that human come from the monkey. Then you need to accept your monkey. If I call you monkey, don't tell me anything. Then they just keep silent because I'm giving them nice way. Now we go into the verse number 5. This form of Vishnu. So the form of Vishnu we're going to see him. So the second manifestation of the Purusha. Etannanavataranam nidanam bija avyayam esha samsena srijante devatriyan radhayaha. Ramcharan Prabhu, maybe you can read the translation, please.
Hare Krishna. This form, the second manifestation of the Purusha, is the source and indestructible seat of multifarious incarnations within the universe. From the particles and portions of this form, different living entities like demigods, men, and others are created. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So who's the cause of the creation of this material world? Is from Purusha Avatar, where we can call it as yes, from Karbhodaka Vishnu. So from Karbhodaka Vishnu, who appear? All the demigods, all the living, including the Brahmas also from him. So the Brahma just taking in charge to put the soul according to their karma, and they get the body. So this how the engineering take place. This is Karbhodaka Vishnus. So then from the Karbhodaka Vishnu, where Kishodaka Vishnu in charge of goodness, maintain as a super soul, all incarnation emanate from him. So normally they say that all the incarnation is emanate from him. So then Brahman. So we will discuss this and further more detail when we discuss about Kishodaka Vishnu in upcoming. So then this is Brahma, who are master of engineering, in charge of passion and secondary character. So this is about Guna Avatar. And Shiva, so how Shiva is generated, because when the when the first living entity came is the 4 Kumaras. And Kumaras, Brahma said that please, doing creations, and the 4 Kumaras do one, and they say that they curse themselves to remain as a brahmachari. And of course, Brahma got angry from his third eye, or from his anger, from his fire of the third eye. Lord Shiva's appear. So this how from Vishnu, Brahma came, and from Brahma, Shiva came. So then Shiva is in charge of ignorance, destruction of universal, and also is Prajapati, Daksha, Maricha, and Manu. So how the next items come. Prajapati, Daksha is Prajapati, Marichi, and Manu is is a Manu. No? All this. And type of incarnations is Leela Avatar, is a Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Rama, Nrsimha, Vamanam. Yuga Avatar is they will appear on this particular yuga only. They won't appear in other yugas. And Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. And Trita Yuga is Lord Ram. So this how. And Guna Avatar is Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra. Then Man Avatar is Shambhu, Manu, Surashya Manu, Vaivashta Manu, and the present. The present is Vaivashta Manu. And Saktivesh Avatar is Kumara, Narada, Prutu, Shesha, and Ananda. So Saktivesh means the incarnation of the Lord. It's not direct, it's empowerment of the Lord, Sakti. So these are the type of incarnation. And we already done in section 1 where we have discussed about the role of 3 Purusha Avatar, how they doing this, how it take place. So then now we're going to speak the 5 incarnation of the Lord now. So Sa eva pratamam deva kaumaram sargam asiritaha chachara dustaram brahma brahmacharim akindaha. First of all, in the beginning of creation, there was the 4 unmarried son of Brahma. So just earlier I say that. So the Kumara, and who was being situated in a vow of celibacy, underwent severely austerity for realization of absolute truth. This is the first incarnation. So the first creation, how it takes place. And Kumaram means the name of the creation, empowered incarnation, process of Brahma realizations, qualification of Brahma realization. This example suggests that one must first acquire the qualification of Brahmana. So therefore, this is the reason we need to cultivate mood of Sattva Guna, not simply by birth, but also by quality. And means my father is Brahmana, so therefore Brahmana. No, it's not playing that. You need to cultivate a quality of Brahmana. Maybe some of you here, if you cultivate, you also can become a Brahmana. So it's not a big deal. Brahmana also in a matter of mood of Sattva Guna, or they are still affected with this material. So therefore, we need to trans this Sattva Guna. So we need to understand that this Sattva Guna is just to upgrade us to Sutta Sattva. And then one can undergo the process of Brahma realization. Without Sattva Guna, or without a good quality of human, first we need to be human, then cultivate a Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna means patience, sadhyam, truthfulness. There are no vices. So all these activities there. So therefore that we need to cultivate the Sattva Guna in order to upgrade us to Sutta Sattva, where Sutta Sattva is a transcendent. And this is verse number 7, where the enjoy of the all sacrifices. Dvityam tu bhagavashyam rasatalam gatam mahim udarshanam upadata yajnesa shaukaram vapu. So this is a bow incarnation now, the supreme enjoy of all sacrifice, except the incarnation of the bow, the second incarnation. So first incarnation is the Kumaras. Kumaras is Saktivesh Avatar, and now is a bow, where this Varaha Murti, for the welfare of the earth. He left the earth from the nether region of universe. So this is how the second. So and Srila Prabhupada says that extraordinary, not possible for a living being. It's not. No, it's extraordinary. Can we carry the earth? No, when he's been Madhukaitava, when he put Irinyaksha, not Irinyakashipu, Irinyaksha, when he put mother herd and the boar incarnation of Varahamurti, taking the herd, carrying his task, and so this it's not possible when he came and when he shakes his body from his body, the what to say that the air, it's appears a roam as a kushagras. This is how kushagras came. So when we go to the canto 3, we can discuss more detail on this Varahamurti. Why Varahamurti? So we call this we call this as a Bhuman, where we call is a Sweta Varaha Kalpe. So this is Sweta Varaha Kalpe, where Varaha Murti take it this. So it's okay, these creations, where you take it back and put it back in this pole star. So when you go to the 5th canto of Srimad-bhagavatam, you will understand more detail about this pole star, how Loka, how this 40 planetary system take place in the pole star, and how Brahma, Satya Loka will be there. So then how when the herd in the between fall into the oceans, where Varahamurti take it back and put it back, the Bhumi Devi back to the place. So this how, and for our understanding, according to the scripture, is not square, no? Then we will see how Bhumi Devi, is a square, no? It's been there, even it in the egg shell is round, but it's there. So when you go to the 5th canto of Srimad-bhagavatam, we will discuss more detail how this universal been organized, and this is power of demon. Saukara means like hawk, not is hawk. So first we have to understand the Lord is transcendental. He not hawk, or it's not a wild boar. Okay, it's not wild boar at all. It look like, it's not. So therefore, don't we can think when we see Varaham, when we see the wild boar, we can think that Varahamurti, but we can't accept that wild boar is the Lord Himself. Okay, this is how we have to understand. Igneous, all powerful, can take any form, but real form is Krishna. So that the Lord can take any form that He like. So these the words of Yajneshaha has been done. Rasatalaha, the lowest region, part of lower planetary system. So this arm, we go and take from Rasatala to put it back again in the pole star. This is something that, but Varahamurti. And this is about Devarshi Narada. Trityam Rishi Sharkam, Vai Devarshi Sityam, Upate Saha, Tantram Sadvatam Achasata, Naishkarmyam Karmanam Yata. So in the millennium of the Rishi, the personality of God, accept the third empowerment. So the main Shaktivesh avatar, incarnation in the form of Devarishi Narada, who is greatest sage among the demigods. He collected exploration of the Vedas, which deal with the devotional service and which inspire non-fruit actions. So this how Narada never take the part of Karma Kanda, where he take the part of a spiritual Bhakti Yoga. So this how we can see. And empowered incarnation. So we need to be cleared. Means Shaktivesh avatar. Out of Narada Pancharatra, train Karmi to achieve liberation. So in other stance, Vaishnava normally we call, because we following the one is Bhagavad Vidhi and one is Pancharatra Vidhi. In one sense, we also in a line of Narada, because why we Narada also our teacher, because he was giving a Narada Pancharatra, where Narada Pancharatra is actually Pancharatra how to do deity action. He teaches how to do deity action. So he's the founder, or is the outer for that, economic development plans ultimate for this stress only. So this how why Narada want to give this Bhakti Yoga, because ultimately economic development is just a cause of distress. How to obtain internal happiness in unconditional stage? Expert Prisikan like Narada give direction to use one labor in the service of the Lord. So the only solution is Bhakti. So this how. Then verse number 9, Naranarayana Rishi. So when we chanted Namaste, when we chanted the Mangalacharan, did you remember that this verse we say that Naranarayana? You all remember? Nastaparade. Any one of you remember the verse that in the beginning that we chant? Yeah, Bindya Mataji, I think Sarayu was so excited to assist you to chant the mantra.
No, I mean, I wanted to check with you, Prabhu. It's 1.2.4, right? That's the one, or in Manglacharan itself?
No, 1.2, yeah.
Yeah.
1.2.4, yeah, you're right. Narayana Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Yasam Tatum Jaya Utayere. So we use the Nasta Pradesha Pradeshu, we say that where we say that the 1.2.4.
1.2.4, right, Prabhu? Oh, this is 1.1.1. Wait up, Prabhu, I'm finding it. Sorry.
Narayana Namaskrityam. It's that Narayana Namaskrityam. Any one of you know the verse of Narayana Namaskrityam?
Found it. Okay.
Found it. Okay, very good.
Namaskritam Naram Chaivam Narottamam
David, sir.
Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraya.
So can you read the translations there?
Before reciting the Srimad-bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances onto the personality of Godhead Narayana, onto Nara Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, onto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and onto Srila Vyasadev, the author.
So now we're going to see Narayana Rishis here. So who are there? So now we're going to see this Narayana Rishi is the fourth incarnation of the Lord. Become Nara and Narayana. So Nara is Arjuna and Narayana is Krishna, the twin son of wife of King Dharma. He undertake severe and exemplary plans to control the sense. So only duty of a human being, tapasya, this is from Prabhupada, you know. So on the duty of the human being, tapasya, acceptance of penancy for realization of the transcendental, Lord is very kind to the forgetful soul. Any reason example is incarnation of Narayana is worship till at Badri Narayana. So this how we can see where the Srimad-bhagavatam, I think I was telling to you all, how Srimad-bhagavatam first started there, where they started to wrote this in Narayana Rishi. No, in Narayana Rishi's place. He started there first with his blessings.
I don't get you.
Narayana Rishi is the deity of Vyasa, and he started from there to write this Srimad-bhagavatam.
Oh, okay.
And even Maitreya Muni also went there. So many past time when we come to the Canto 8 and Canto 9, we again discuss about this Narayana Rishi again. So further when it comes, this is just a glimpse of this incarnation. So further will be discussed more in a further upcoming canto. So therefore, please be patient. Sabar. They say sabar is paru iman. So I know you all have so much bhakti, so you will be eager. So let make you more eagerness that you want to know about him, and maybe you have got a teacher called a guru of Google. So maybe before I say maybe you are fine with this, let me make you eager. So Panchama Kapilo. Panchama means 5. Kapilo Namana. Sita Kalya Viputam. Rovacha Surya Shankayam. Tattva Grama Vinir Nayam. So this is 5th incarnation named Lord Kapila. Is a foremost among prophet being. He give and expose those station of the creative element and metaphysic to Asuric Brahmana. For in course of time, this knowledge had been lost. This is about any clue? Anybody know what Kapila was giving? What philosophy is given? Sankhya philosophy. So I've given the 6th philosophy before. Do you all remember the 6th philosophy? Mimamsa, Vashishika, We got two type of Sankhya, all these things.
Oh, yeah, Sankhya, Vaishika, Nyaya, Anumana, Upamana, Shabda, Pradakshya.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, can you tell me what you have understand about the Sankhya philosophy?
Analytical study, creation.
Oh yeah, yes. This is our so analytic of creative element and metaphysics of two. Actually, it's for the Asuri to understand the source of creation. So this is how Prabhupada say Sankhya philosophy completely description of the creation, analysis of material element. So this is how we're going to discuss next in a third chapter. Sorry, third canto of Srimad-bhagavatam, more where we can see vibration of from the vibration. The sky, from the sky sound came, from the sound A produced, from the A fire came, from the fire what came, and extra. This we will discuss this more detail on the canto 3 and glimpse in canto 2. So until that, please be patient. This is Kala Viplutam, loss in due course of time, existent always. So because even Bhagavad Gita is lost, right? Evam para pratma, Krishna says that you need to establish. Same thing, the philosophy been lost and due course of time and existent back. The Lord, why the Lord appear to re-establish back the Dharma. So when he re-establish Dharma, he giving the philosophy. So this is the sixth philosophy. Sometimes when the Lord came, he create the philosophy. So this is the philosophy. So-called scientists are wasting time by their research work, right? They're just wasting a time. Now German start producing the leaf. They say the first modern technology of leaf. We've been using it around 5,000 years. I don't know, more than a century. We're using this banana leaf plate, and they come out with now. They say that they found this and all these things. Where now we can see the current era. We don't want, we don't want to take up the spiritual or the culture of spiritual practice. Basically, why we don't want? Because we just believe it what we see. This is our because this is a defect. When we read Isopanishad, Prabhupada say we get a 4 defect, imperfect sense. When we have imperfect sense, we only with this imperfect sense, we want to see everything. Even sometime, even our neighbor buying a new home theater, he blast it very nicely, and then you all heard something, you are seeing a nice movie, and you heard that fire, help, then Bindya Mataji called the 991 and found out the bombers came there. And when they broke the house, then they're watching the drama. Because it's home theater, right? This is what our senses are cheating us. Now, without that be true. Where I remember once, I was, it happened when 16 or 17 years ago, where I don't know, they're taking a movie shoot. It happened in Jalan Tunes Chesley, where I see they grab a bag and run, and I was there. I don't know, they have a camera there, and then immediately I take the can, I start to chase him, and I whack him, and then everybody's, please, this is a movie, I become answer, I don't know. I still remember I was speaking blunder where I really embarrassed because I never see the camera, because I see the ladies are shouting and you take this, only I see because the sense is imperfect. I never see they got a camera there because it's narrow, when I see, then I thought why people are seeing. I thought I was holding them up. I say that you all rascal, people are suffering and you all just watch to come and back them. And so luckily they pull me, Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I end up in I still need my memory where whenever they're doing shooting, I start to laugh myself, So this how our science are imperfect. So so-called scientists are also, like if you all remember, I think my batch, Bindya Mataji and Srayu Mataji, now during our study, they say Pluto is planet, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now what is, now they change, Pluto no more planet. Yeah. And they say no more planet, allegation, Prabhu. You are also have studied.
That's what they were saying, Prabhu, recently. It's not a planet.
And then how about Prabhu, our father are waking us like anything. What do you want to do? No, my father was waking, you fail in exam. Now I was studying and they say now Pluto is not supposed to. Now what should we do now? We have wasted our 6 years in primary and secondary, about another 5 years, and okay, don't count. So we use about normally 5 plus 6. We waste our 11 years just to say that Pluto is planet. Now they say Pluto is not planet.
Prabhu, you are saying we all wasted for 11 years. Actually, we have wasted for almost so many years because we never get the proper knowledge.
One point.
You're hammering me up, Prabhu, now.
No. What I'm saying is we were all supposed to go to the Gurukula and learn the complete knowledge, which they used to do that. But then, according to the now political conditions and based on the latest knowledge and all these things, everybody become like a shorthand and everything. But they claim that this is the best studies and teach that. They try to
True.
Yeah, but to me, after going through the Bhagavatam and things like that, I find like what we are studying is actually we are really fooling ourselves. Not really. We are not getting into it. That's why I find Srimad-bhagavatam is really giving me a lot of answer to me. Then I realized that, wow, what is this? Wow, amazing. So only just because of one question, I was asking, who am I? And because of that, because of that, there are a lot of knowledge is I've been discovering. The secret has been revealed to me actually through the mercy of the God actually. So this is what I can say right moment now to you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. This is the reason why, for your information, I was just want to say about allegation, Prabhu. He was so happy, and he was like, you want the knowledge be to share. So every month he's sponsoring one Bhagavad Gita as a Sastradhan. He will bank into me. And then every month, he giving. So you want to the knowledge is go. So we need to, is even a small, but still, the small can make a big changes. So thank you so much, allegation, Prabhu. So I'm just glorified what you have done.
Prabhu,
So this,
just for your information, actually nothing moves without its ascension. Actually, it's all about
True.
this. So what I know, what I come to the realization now is nothing is belongs to us. As I already informed you, nothing is belongs to us. Nothing is permanent. In fact, if you really contemplate and things like that, it is basically when you really contemplate, you will come to answer that nothing is everything is Him actually. If you really contemplate and see. So therefore, whatever we give, everything is. I think I come to a conclusion that everything is His mercy. So He's the one who arranging everything. It's just that I don't know what to say. He is the one who arranging everything.
So now I can contemplate that is what Bhagavatam has make and change you to accept this. So I'm contemplating that. So thank you so much. This is a really nice realization. You have read to Canto 10 and you're giving the essence now. Thank you so much. This is how it should be when we read the Bhagavatam, that so you are really in that goal. So I'll pray that you will get more knowledge and you will spread this knowledge. Not only I'm teaching here to you all to share, not only to keep yourself. Please share it any person that you meet. So this is 11 verses where we're going to speak about Dattatreya, the last verse for today. Any one of you want to conclude or reading this verse, the last verse for today?
Hare Krishna. Sastam atre abatyatmum vitra prapto nasuyaya avi kiskim alarkaya praladaha tiya uchiban.
Okay, Prabhu, Sham Sharan Prabhu.
Hare
If you see the Prabhu, if you see the up, you got one diacritic. You can see the. Yes. So that means you need to put A. That means Anusuyaha.
Anusuyaya.
Anusuya. Anusu. That means W. Anusuyaha. This is how Sanskrit diacritic is playing role, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So you can read the translations, Prabhu.
Okay. The sixth incarnation of the Purusha was the son of sage Atri. He was born from the womb of Anusuya, who prayed for an incarnation. He spoke on the subject of transcendence to Alarka, Prahalada, and others. Yadu, Hayaya, etc. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. So if you see here in the translation, so Anusuyaha, but here say that Nu Suyaha. So this is the reason why I'm saying that we need to be say that Anusuyaha, Anusuyaha. So this the Sanskrit is called as a Vaikarinya grammars that have been applied. So when you counter that, you can immediately you can put A. So
A.
without any consideration, this is called that Sanskrit they call half letter joined. Now maybe soon I will organize. Let me get another 1.5 years to finish my Sanskrit degree. So once I finish, I will teach you all the Sanskrit.
Hare Bol.
So this is basically this is about the Dattatreya. So accepting God as a son, better philosophy than to accept God as a father. Real constitution position is to serve God, defeat voidism and impersonal, and the summary is understanding the Purusha avatar for liberation. Creation is from a person. The means creation it not appear by itself. The means from a person. Who's that person? Is Karnataka Vishnu, and from me Garbhodaka Vishnu come, and Garbhodaka Vishnu where he start to do all this thing. Prakriti can create own type of incarnation. So we see the Lord incarnated for a purpose, passion and prevalence. And this is from Prabhupada and Srimad-bhagavatam lectures I quote, and Romapad, unwilling lotus feet by Guru Jan Prabhu.